Welcome back, you lovely lot. Today we've got a leaf gel polish design, and first of all I'm going in with Azure's white, and anybody that watches me regular will know that I go in with a thin layer for that very first one. Then I will go in with a detailer brush and just do right around those edges, get as close as I can to that cuticle area, and then I'll give that a full cure. Then I will repeat that. So this white will have 2 coats, but I'm just going to show you the one, and that's on the ring finger. And then I'm going to come in with this beautiful grey shade, and I'm going to do the other 3 nails in this grey, exactly the same. So I come in with the thin coat first. There's too much on that brush, far too much. It's coming down the stem of that gel polish, and I spend the first couple of seconds really just keep wiping that brush. You can see I've wiped it off and it's still coming down. Anyway, stop waffling. I will do a thin coat of this grey on the remaining 3 nails and then go in with a detailer brush. Give that a full cure before doing a second coat, but again I'm only going to show you this one. So I'm just applying these layers nice and thin, and then something obviously gets in my polish and I have to dig it out. So I'm going to do that. And then what I'll do is give it a full cure. So once I'm happy with that and that's fully cured, I'll go over with a cleanse wipe and just take off that sticky layer before we come in with some stamping. I'm going to use the bottom half of this manicure stamping plate to get a square. So what I will do is put down the white stamping polish, press that down into that corner, and then I will tidy up that nail, top coat it and pop that in the lamp to protect that, ready for the next stage. Meanwhile I'm going to move on and stamp the square on the other tips, exactly the same, just in different locations. I've left a little bit of everything in here, so you'll see how I tidy up in a minute. Just to let you know, this is all in real time as well. This is how slow I work when I'm stamping. I've had comments like, you make it look so easy and all the rest of it. You take your time. Well, I do. I have to. And then I'm going to come in with HO3. I'm going to put that onto the image that I want. So I'm going to go for that big square. I am going to press down and lift up that image onto that stamping, clear jelly stamper rather. And then I'm going to remove what I don't want to get the image that I do want, and I want a small square, trying to get in shot so that I can show you exactly what I'm doing. So I'm using the scraper just to press and lift, and then pop that in the middle of this white ring finger. There we go, just press that in, roll it on. And then I will top coat all of those and pop those in the lamp and remove that sticky layer before coming in with the leaf image. I am using Moyou stamping polishers in black and white, the clear jelly stamper, the clear jelly stamper scraper. I'm using all of it today. So I'm going to pick the leaf designs that I want, decide where I want, press, roll and lift. Done. I have another stamping plate here. I'll list everything below for you. I think some of them are actually unbranded stamping plates. They're not all branded. I'm not sure quite whose they are, to be honest, off the top of my head while I'm voicing this over, but I will find out and list it below. Now, what I was just thinking was, I use the scraper press and lift so that I don't damage the head of that clear jelly stamper. Again, I'm happy with that image, so I'm going to float some Topcoat over it. I'm working in really, really thin layers, but I do need to protect the work that I've done, and you'll see why in a bit. And this is how I work. I just all the way through, it's exactly the same. I repeat the process, and it just seems to go okay then. I think I'm just lifting that. I'm trying to keep in shot so you can see. I'm working on the Glamour Liz hand today. Sit, press and roll, straight on, done. So I continue with that, stamping those images where I want them, using all different kinds of leaf images from the various stamping plates. I will top coat them all, give them a full cure and remove that sticky layer before coming on with these beautiful foils. Lots of different leaf shapes and sizes. Going to use this foil gel. So we apply a very thin area and coat of this oil gel, give it a full cure, and while it's warm we put the images onto the nails, lift the foil from the nail, and then the image will then transfer. Now that happened beautifully on both the pointer and the little finger. However, the middle two nails were a different story, and I've left this in for you today. So the middle finger, I lifted it off and it hadn't transferred at all, but I could still feel the warm gel, so I repositioned it and then moved on to the ring finger. Now this is completely stuck. I couldn't get the transfer foil off, and then when I did pull it off, it didn't transfer. So I went in with some acetone and I took off that foil glue and the plastic. I did try again, transfer the image. I really didn't like it, so I took it off. And you'll see me do that with the middle finger. So I have left some of it in, just not all of it in. The short story is I didn't like it and it had to come off. So I cleaned up the ring finger, so that's nice and neat, tidy, and that's done. We'll just top coat that, and then I peel off the middle, and this is where it transfers on, and I just don't like it. I just thought it was too much. The little finger and the pointer finger turned out beautifully. I used smaller images, but I didn't like it. It was as simple as that. So I took it off with the acetone, wiped over all the nails with gel cleanse, made sure there was no residue of that foil glue on the nails. So I've left in today that it doesn't always work out, but when it doesn't, this is how I get out of it. So everything's all nice and clean now. All the nail glue is off the nails, any residue, so we can go in with the top coat. Today we have CJP tack-free top gloss, and I will give all of these a covering of top coat and then give it a full cure in the lamp. Then guys, this is the end of the video. So I really do hope you've enjoyed this today, mistakes and all. If you have, I would really appreciate it if you just take a moment and hit that thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, I would love it if you would. Thank you very much for tuning in today, and until next time, bye.